Hello there everybody, Simmons Lucas here, welcome back to the railway. Today I'll be doing a review of some wagons. Now I haven't just got normal wagons like these Fridgo wagons, which are just on their by themselves, just thought I'd get two instead of one. But I've also got some wagon packs. You can see I've got two wagon packs. You've got the red ones, and you've got the yellow ones, and also the green ones. So the red, yellows and greens are all from a wagon pack, when these ones here, the Federal wagons, are just from a normal box. Right then, I think it's time we have a look at the detail of all these wagons. I'll just do one of them, just so I don't bore you to tears. So without further ado, let's find out what nice detail we have for us today. And here we have the first of the wagons, which is in the wagon pack. And this is the red one, which is Foster and Co. As you can see, it says number 17, Emsworth, and it says on the other side. The detail on this is probably standard for Hornby Railroad. These are Hornby Railroad wagon pack. Now, although yes, it does have a lot of colour, apart from the red colour, the red painted colour on the top of the wagon, and obviously the blackness of the frame. And also the wheels as well, all plastic though, nothing's metal on it. There's no sprung buffers, no, nothing like that. Yeah, I mean, it's probably just one of those normal, just standard wagons, really. That Hornby Railroad do. I mean, they never ever do sprung buffers or anything. They don't really do a lot of metal stuff like it. I mean, although yes, they have to do metal on trains, locomotives, occasionally on the coaches, and maybe very just occasionally on wagons as well. Just put metal wheels on. So yeah, this wagon is probably one of those just normal, just standard wagons. Yeah, there's nothing on this wagon or any really good detail on the other wagons. And so here we have the yellow one, which is Ellis and Everard. I think I'm saying that right. Granite 231 Quarries. Now, just like the red one, it is exactly the same standards as the rest of them. Actually, they all got the same frame, all got the same colour. So no, not the same colour. What am I saying? All got the sort of the same design, but just different colours and different name, which is a bit of a shame when you think about it. I mean, the exact same wagon, so I'll just show you the designs of them. So this one is a nice kind of yellow. I mean, this was probably the first actual yellow wagon I've actually got. The second one was the Shell yellow tanker wagon, which is very nice. And I've also got a yellow breakdown crane. I've also got a yellow truck and trailer. So I've got quite a bit of yellow, and I've also got another yellow Spears wagon, which is just on the side of the track there. So this one's very nice. The other one's not nice coloured and detailed, just like this one. So as you can see, I've got the green one and the blue one out, and there's a difference between them, two of them. This one's older than this one, so this one's the newer design. Now there's nothing to put aside them. They're both exactly the same. Although one of them is older than the other, this one's the newer design. So I was thinking this one here would be more detailed, but no, it's not. But anyway, as you can see, this was called J. It's got sort of a 7, sort of a periodic table sort of thing. J equals 7 joules or something. Dot Skinner. Oh, that's not Principal Skinner from Simpsons. That is in Milksham. That's very nice. And then you got the T. Dot Fredgold, 1915. That's quite old. And in Woking. So there's very nice designs of wagons and very good companies. I wonder if they're still around. Better check. Anyway, let's get them all onto the hill. I'll do double them and see how far they actually go. I will test them just make sure, because they're all the same. They've all got the same wheelbase, same wheels, same plastic wheels. So I'm probably only going to do like one of every type. I might do a couple at a time, but I might do a couple with the thread goals. So yeah, let's go on to the hill test and find out how freewheeling these wheels are. Already as I'm rolling along the floor, they look quite freewheeling. So hopefully they are on the actual track. And so here we are at the hill with Foster and Co. Wagon. Now, just like the other one I've got in my hand, although they might look exactly identical, they actually got a slight difference in them. I mean, there is one little thing I have to pull out. I don't think I mentioned yet, but I've got I put a little foam with some gravel on top of it to make sure it's got loading, which I thought it was quite nice. And the other one's still got it in, but it's a little bit smaller. It's probably the only difference I have to say. But without further ado, let's get this wagon down the hill and see how far it goes. Hopefully it will go far. I mean, it's got a little hair underneath the axles on one of them. I'm not sure. No, it's this one. Behind the camera. So here we go. That's it. Not very far. And let me just push it again. No. Won't go any further, unfortunately. Oh, I've lost it. Lost the truck. Actually, oh. Yeah, it's inside the tunnel. There we go. Yeah, it's struggling around those corners. So anyway, let's get to the yellow one, which is Ellis and Everard. Everard? No, I can't say it. Sounds northern name, I'm not sure. You never know. And let's give this a nudge. I mean, it should be the same. Yeah, same sort of thing. Yeah, it doesn't do a lot. And then the green one, which I've got in my hand, which is Jay Skinner. Yeah, and that's not Seymour Skinner, as you know from Simpsons. And let's give us a nudge. They're literally exactly the same as the rest of them. All exactly the same. And I might do a double one to make sure if they can actually do a double with the two thread golds. Can they do a double? Hopefully they can. And nudge. Oh, these ones are a bit stiff. Oh dear. Let me take on one off and see if that makes a difference. And go. No, these ones are a little bit stiffer because oh hello. One of the wheels is literally touching the side. That's probably what's the problem. Anyway, let's move on and put these wonderful wagons, a bit of alliteration for you there, onto the track and go a couple up to a freight train. See how well they do around my track. And so here we are at the station. As you can clearly see, I have a Class 53 pulling some mixed freight, and also a 9F which is pulling the wagon packs, and also there's the wagons by themselves, and also there's a couple of extra wagons like the coal wagons, which are at the front. I'm not sure if you can I think you can just see them with a tar wagon in the middle, something ish, near the middle. So without further ado, let's get the 9F going first. With a change today, and actually guys, have to go a bit slow because she is a freight train, so she's pulling a freight train, so let's go fairly slow for her. Not that slow that she just stops around the corners, because she doesn't do so well around corners. Not really. And also the Class 53. We've got derailment over here. Yeah, this wagon, the whole wagon does not like that curve. And off this train goes as well, with a rake of mixed freight. Anyway, enjoy this running session. Already the rainbow train, I should call it, because it's different colours, like the the reds, yellows, greens, blues. It's all the colours of the rainbow, apart from indigo and violet. There's. And there's class 23 with mixed freight. Oh, I had a bit of a conk over there. Not sure if you heard it, but a bit of a conk. And there goes class 23. And here comes 9F after going around the loft hatch. It's really good with that freight train. I mean, yes, although yes, she was supposed to be passionate about, but went a bit too fast and sort of damaged her connection rod, so he went back to freight. And this is what she was supposed to be designed for. This 9F is doing really well. I mean, I've had her for how many? Well, I think she's had nearly 4 months now. I'm not 4 months. Nearly 4 weeks now since from the Great Leisure Train Show. I mean, it's the 1st of November tomorrow, and when it's the 2nd of November, then that actually be a whole month. So it's quite nice to have her. With the other locomotives as well, like the Pioneer Tank, the Battle of Britain class, that bridge is wobbling a little bit. First of all, that track out, because the track seems to be a little bit close to the bridge as the trains go under it. Seems to be touching the track. Actually, when you think about it, the Class 53 and the 9Fs, because Evening Star was the last steam locomotive built by British Railways, they would probably be working together actually, so it was quite nice to see sort of best buddies really. I mean, that's what it really should be doing until 9F was Evening Star. I think she's only worked for like 5 years until she was withdrawn from the main line use and put stuck in the York Museum, or aka the National Rail Museum up in York, I always say. And so with that, I think that's all I've got time for today. Join me next time while I do a bit of a spooky video, because as it is Halloween, I better do something Halloweenish. Well, there's a bit of Halloween bit there, as you can see, the skull. But you never know, that could be a part of it. Wink, wink. But yeah, anyway, have a good rest of your spooky day. Got a bit of the Halloween spirit now. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheer everyone.